Hi guys, how you doing? Senior Gaming here, and in today's episode I'm bringing you Legend of Slime and I'll be talking treasure. So if you're Legend of Slime player or perhaps idle gamer, then make sure you subscribe to the channel as I post as often as possible and bring you best tips and advice. And if you enjoy what you see, then you know what to do, hit that like button as well. Right then, so let's get straight to the point here. So we're gonna select that fourth tab, the castle icon itself, and now we've got this brand new menu which has been revamped with the latest patch. So what I want to address today is going to be a treasure which is directly linked to that loot. So I'm going to talk about these two in just a second. If I just tip on that treasure menu, actually this is a very similar to one of the existing systems that we already got in place, and that's relics. So I have put a video about relics. If you haven't checked it out, I definitely encourage you to do so. But nevertheless, the system is pretty much identical. So as you see, we've got here 6 different treasures to collect. If I hit on this a treasure collection button, you can clearly see what is there for grabs. And the pretty much principle is exactly the same. You will have to unlock more and more treasure, obviously to then crack on with the next grade and so on. And obviously, once you have collection itself, you are able to see what are the best options for yourself. For instance, if I talk about this chick doll, currently my relic and a skill system are actually based around having as many birds in my setup as possible. Therefore, this is a no-brainer that giving additional skill damage to the birds that I'm already using is boosting my power even further. So basically there is so many different to choose from. As I currently still unlock them, perhaps I will release another video with few different builds the moment I hit that very last treasure, and it's the same principle when I unlock all relics. But obviously in comparison, if we just flick quickly on relics, so the relics obviously are on a first tab. Relic itself, as you see, I have managed to unlock pretty much all the relics apart. I'm still missing the very last one on the highest grade. In order to actually get a resources for relic, you're gonna head over to dungeons and you have to pretty much grind this village raid, which you got obviously a amount of entrances every single day. When it comes to a treasure, you actually got this additional sort of a map or a different content of the game called loot. So basically what you have to do in here, you have to select one of your existing slimes and place them into one of these buildings where they constantly looting, aka generating you this resource. Obviously you need to bear in mind, as you see, I'm pretty much now 5 buildings unlocked, 3 more to go. So this is still quite early stage, and as much as you've seen my treasures, I only unlocked a first 3. I would definitely encourage you to still continue and try to a complete quest, as this is additional reward. And as you see in here, currently I need to upgrade a dwarf tourist site, and because I need a more copper offering, I have actually disconnected my 4th slime for a brand new building which I managed to unlock, but this one actually giving me a silver offering. So therefore you will have to sort of flick in between all these buildings to obviously craft your own strategy. Unless you've got all 8 slimes unlocked, then happy days, you'll be obviously able to have all buildings up and running. But my case is actually 4, where obviously the game itself provides only 3 slimes for the free-to-play players. Therefore you have to sort of craft it onto yourself, switching between the buildings, but more than likely you'll be able to squeeze all the treasures in a game just by sort of being smart. Obviously returning here as often as you can to claim all the rewards. So let's just get some more rewards, and as well at the same time, as you see, you'll be leveling up your looting level and getting some additional rewards. Every single building, as mentioned, you'll have to return as often as possible, will have this max storage. Therefore, in comparison to relics, where you grind in these very dungeons and you got amount of keys in here, the only thing which is against you is pretty much the time, because the time will pass, the max storage will hit, and you will no longer generate any more resources. So you have to return pretty much few times a day at least to collect these rewards, and obviously this way you're gonna grind your treasure quickly. So that will be it, guys. It's just a sort of a beginner's guide how to obviously get around. How similar is that to Relic? Obviously your strategy will still depend on how many slimes you've got. I encourage you to focus on this very quest to progress as quick as possible, and obviously once I will have more treasures I will put another video with few different strategies that you can select in between. So that will be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and as always I will see you next time.